Brittany, bitch. I see you.
I got a call about my account. I'm just ringing back about that.
Okay, don't worry, I'll help you. As I can see, there is an order for an iPhone mini for $690. So is there a problem with this order?
Yes, I didn't order a phone.
You know, their tactics sometimes involve masquerading as lawful agents, bullying people into handing over money for fear of legal repercussions.
Imagine waking up one morning to a phone call that changes your life forever. The voice on the other end is cold, authoritative, and unyielding. They say you're being accused of a crime so serious, your freedom and your reputation are on the line.
I don't know who you are.
A few moments later, they send you forged legal documents that look frighteningly real.
This calls for Naomi Williams. We were scheduled to deliver your legal documents. I'm not sure if you're aware of the paperwork. It was missed for 2 hours to call.
Then comes the ultimatum. Pay a hefty fine or face immediate arrest. Panic sets in. Your thoughts spiral. What about your family? What about your job? Your mind races, desperately searching for a way out. This isn't a nightmare, it's reality. This is the virtual arrest scam, a meticulously designed operation that preys on fear, vulnerability, and trust.
People are getting calls from unknown numbers, and once you pick the phone up, the caller asks you something to get you to say the word yes.
Victims aren't just losing money. They're losing their peace of mind, their dignity, and sometimes their lives. Today, we pull back the curtain on this sinister scam and expose the cruel methods used to exploit the young, the old, and everyone in between. Welcome to this shocking expose of one of the most brutal and calculated scams in recent history, the virtual arrest scam. This isn't your average fraud. This is psychological warfare, waged by a network of criminal masterminds who stop at nothing to exploit their victims.
We live in a digital era. Everything that we do is on the internet. It opens a whole new world of opportunity, but also vulnerability.
Their weapons? Fear, deception, intimidation. From cheating vulnerable elderly individuals out of their life savings.
We've reached a point that scams are so sophisticated that an individual customer cannot protect themselves against a scam.
How is anyone to know that's a scam?
Exactly, that's why my guard was down and I just thought it was HSBC.
To sexually exploiting young girls, the cruelty of their methods knows no bounds. But how do they manage to orchestrate such an intricate web of lies? Who are the people behind these operations? And why are so many falling prey to their sinister tactics? In this video, we'll uncover it all. But beware, what you're about to hear may leave you angry, horrified, and questioning just how far humanity can sink. Let's start with their playbook, the modus operandi. These scammers know exactly how to push their victims into a corner. It all begins with a carefully staged phone call.
Tell me, Chris, are you sitting at the computer?
Yes, I am.
The voice on the other end claims to be from the police, a government agency, or even the judiciary. Their language is professional, their tone is commanding, and their story is terrifyingly believable. They accuse the victim of involvement in serious crimes like drug trafficking, money laundering, or even terrorism.
Not on my parcel content. 5 number of passport, ma'am. 5.2, okay. 3 bank credit card and 200 gram MDMA. M for Mumbai.
Yeah.
D for Delhi, M for Mumbai, A for Andhra.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you know what is MDMA?
Yeah, it's an illegal substance.
To back up their claims, they send fake documents that look indistinguishable from real government orders. Some victims have even reported seeing digital images of arrest warrants with their names on them.
Sean Keene was one of several Canton residents this month to get a certain call on his cell phone.
They just said I was going to be issued a warrant at my front door by my local sheriff's department.
A search of the phone number used to call Sean found a number of similar complaints, so we tried to call it.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
But it has been disconnected.
Imagine receiving that. What would you do? But it doesn't stop at threats of arrest. These scammers go deeper, exploiting their victims' personal vulnerabilities. For young women, they threaten to release morphed, explicit photographs online.
If you do get a text with the woman's photo, while everyone is receiving the same photo, some of our coworkers included, there's no indication the woman in the photo is part of the possible scam.
For married individuals, they fabricate evidence of infidelity.
Because it's so anonymous and it's hard to tell who's really behind it, it's hard to then see how it's being used in different ways to kind of track it.
They even claim to have hacked into private messages or bank accounts. Their aim? To leave the victim so panicked and humiliated that they'll pay anything to make it all go away. So how do they manage to run such a massive operation? The answer lies in their recruitment tactics. These networks thrive on young, desperate individuals, people looking for quick money, unaware of what they're stepping into. Many recruits are college dropouts, unemployed graduates, or individuals from financially struggling families. The promise of a high-paying job in a call center is enough to lure them in. Once recruited, these individuals are subjected to rigorous training. They are taught how to manipulate emotions, use psychological pressure, and maintain a convincing facade. Some are trained to impersonate specific regional accents or use language that builds trust with their targets. And here's the chilling part. By the time recruits realize the full extent of their role, they're already trapped. They're either blackmailed into staying or silenced through threats. Some even become victims themselves, dragged deeper into the criminal network with no way out. This isn't the work of a few rogue individuals. The virtual arrest scam is a well-oiled machine backed by a sprawling international network. Call centers hidden in remote towns work in tandem with tech-savvy operators in major cities. Overseas collaborators handle the money laundering, using encrypted communication channels and offshore accounts to cover their tracks. It's a labyrinth of deceit, protected by layers of anonymity and technological sophistication. Law enforcement agencies have repeatedly tried to dismantle these operations, but the decentralized nature of the network makes it nearly impossible. For every call center shut down, 2 more seem to pop up elsewhere. And with the rise of digital communication, their reach has expanded across borders, targeting victims around the globe. You might be wondering, how do people fall for something like this? The answer lies in human psychology.
Human psychology is really complex. Some people are abused as children, others are loved and supported. The brain of an 18-year-old girl who sleeps with her cell phone is different than an 80-year-old man who can't remember the names.
Fear is a powerful motivator, and these scammers know it well. They exploit our lack of understanding about legal processes and use it to create a sense of urgency.
There is a legal allegation and a lawsuit has been filed against you by the IRS department. The total amount outstanding on your name, that is $8,140.
Okay, so are the police looking for me right now? I should be worried about that?
Yes.
Most people don't know how the police or courts operate, and the scammers prey on that ignorance.
How do I pay this money so the cops won't come and arrest me? How do I pay you guys?
You need to reach out to an Apple store.
Can I send a check?
No, we cannot do that.
Then there's the cultural aspect. In many communities, the mere accusation of a crime, whether true or not, brings shame to an entire family. This stigma makes people desperate to resolve the situation quietly, even if it means paying a ransom.
In
urgent warning tonight about a phone scam that has claimed countless victims, criminals pretending to be IRS agents asking you to send them money. So far, they've collected millions.
And let's not forget the sheer sophistication of their methods. From official-looking documents to convincing impersonations, they leave no room for doubt.
Am I in trouble with the IRS?
Yes, sir. When we found that the amount which you paid in 2011 and 12, that was not correct amount. So you owed $1,498.37 to the IRS.
By the time the victim realizes it's a scam, it's often too late. The consequences of this scam are devastating. Victims are left emotionally scarred, financially ruined, and socially isolated. For elderly individuals, it's a betrayal of their trust in humanity. They lose not just their money, but their sense of security.
I sold it and I sent them the money because he told me, you send the money today and tomorrow morning you get your $2 million and the brand new Mercedes.
Young women and girls subjected to exploitation tactics carry the trauma for years. Married couples are torn apart by fabricated accusations, leaving families in turmoil. And then there are the young recruits who get trapped in this system. They enter hoping for a better life, but end up as pawns in a cruel game. Some never make it out. This isn't just a scam. It's a direct assault on our humanity. The audacity and cruelty of these operations highlight the urgent need for action. Awareness is our greatest weapon. By understanding their methods, we can protect ourselves and others. Remember, the real police will never threaten or demand money over the phone. Spread this knowledge. Teach your family, friends, and community how to recognize and respond to these threats. But awareness alone isn't enough. Governments and law enforcement agencies must step up.
From the U.S. Marshal Service that seemed a bit off, you're not alone. The FBI is warning about a new phone scam making the rounds now, targeting specifically seniors and younger people.
Stricter penalties, cross-border collaborations, and stronger cybercrime laws are essential to dismantle these networks. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the horrifying reality of the virtual arrest scam. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's spread this message far and wide so no one else falls victim to these predators. Together, we can create a world where fear and intimidation have no place. Stay alert, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe.